It's Madden NFL 24, and our focus is on Kyle Pitts. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Colts and the Steelers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store. Started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game. But we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's taken at around the 40. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And they'll be let out by their left-handed quarterback.
And what a performance he is coming off of. I know that this is a different era of football where we're throwing it around a heck of a lot more. But still, over 500 yards passing.
500.
That's phenomenal, incredible. Let's see if he can take last week's game.
Gets by him and over the down. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Check down here for Henry. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. This 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's Tua. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get to the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 15 carries, 91 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Now he's loose at the 40. Jonathan Taylor. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They'll run here with Taylor. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 2nd and goal from the 1. Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and is showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know, it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Well, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Tua now on 1st down. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Able to avoid him at the 40, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. You look at this Colt defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at about the 14. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Richardson working from the gun. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Richardson looking to throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to pass. Tua. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Flush to his right. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. So on fourth down, the Steelers called on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Boswell's kick is good. And the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control of that. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He's got strong ball across the formation. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Richardson to the air on first down. Looking Strong's way again, and he's got it. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 2. Richardson to throw off play action. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Off play action, Richardson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Tua to throw again. This will go to Henry out wide. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first for Henry. And he will have the Steelers first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. This is caught. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Flushed out right. Under pressure now, he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Boswell's kick is good. So Longhorn gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they set up for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Short throw caught by Pitts. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Tua's throw complete there to Johnson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Tua now on 1st down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he is caught. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now Tua. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before it gets into enemy territory. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Tua going to throw. A short one there to Fryermuth. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Henry up the middle. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. They'll set up to throw. Tua hit, and the ball is out. One of the linebackers has got it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So a failure to connect on second down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Tua. A short one there to Freiermuth. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. 1st and 10. Richardson looks to throw it. Strong grabs it over the middle. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now it's Richardson. Short throw caught by Pitts. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Gets it to Strong. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Meanwhile, Richardson's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. Gay's kick is good, and that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's all right. We'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On first down, Tagovailoa firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to pass. Tua. He finds Pickens over the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Colts are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. B.J. Ojulari picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Connected over the middle of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Under pressure, and down he goes. B.J. Ojulari able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. There is Deontay Johnson as this Steeler offense gets set for this next series. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, you know, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
Now we'll pause for an injury here. That's George Pickens, the receiver who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Meanwhile, Tua's throw finds its target, Dobbs. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Romeo Dobbs, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will tie things up at 13. Score now at 13 as he sends this one away. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. And the Colts getting ready to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Strong loses it on the hit. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. He finds his man, complete. That's Hernandez. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Inside handoff, Henry. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Tua sets up to pass it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Boswell's kick is good. And with it, they have taken the lead. So the fumble recovery hadn't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to...
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Got Dobbs over the middle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Pat Fryermuth. Yard touchdown. And the Steelers take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the end zone, it's Strong. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Richardson to throw. Rolling to his right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. First and 10, Taylor now. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get it as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. no yardage to be found.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. B.J. Ojulari. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Richardson working from the gun. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Richardson. And he's got it. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead is down to a field goal. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They begin with Henry, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Henry again on 2nd down. Gets around him, and he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter play. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Tua. That is caught. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. They set up the screen for Henry. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now a handoff to Henry. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Richardson looking to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Two and now on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Tua going to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. Grover Stewart busting through to get him for a loss of 6. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Now Tua. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
6-yard return after a punt of 48. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 2nd down, here's Richardson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Holding. Offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. There's a nice move. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Yeah, not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Now it's Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people.
Touchdown, Colts! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll be corralled well offfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. From the gun, it's Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Throwing Tua. Connecting with Johnson.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Henry. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense. Now Tua. As again with just under 90 seconds remaining. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Here's Tua. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And Johnson going to have a Steelers first down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line. Tua. Oh, he's got it wide open, complete. He takes it across for a touchdown. They're taking the lead late. And a foul out of the 4th. Wow. Oswell good with the extra extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So Richardson and the Colts now down by a field goal. A little over 40 seconds to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. Richardson, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Gets it to Strong. And he's going to have a first down, but he's tackled inbounds up near midfield. Richardson has to get them to the line in a hurry now. He's back to throw. Targeting Pitts on the out route. He's got it complete. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Well, we've got free football, 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. A timeout for an injured player, and it looks like it's Traylon Burks who's in some discomfort out there. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Chase Young getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeForest Buckner providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The Steelers send out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Ooh, the juke. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now Richardson gets his shot here in OT. And this This is going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Running from the gun with Henry. And caught it up.
Wow, that ball was not free, but a teammate comes along.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, Tagovailoa. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say a spot right in midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That's complete to Dobbs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 41, here's 2nd and 2. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. A first down carry for Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Tua. A check down here for Henry. And he'll go down at the 28. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf, and today that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says,
ball.